better than a heavy universal. If you're working just above the gum line, or a question says, for supra scaling only, I would use, this is my best instrument. It's asking you to answer sickle, anterior sickle, posterior sickle, because in your mind, you need to know that a sickle is pointy and supragingival, and it's for moderate to heavy. So if the question says, would I remove fine deposit with my sickle, you would say, no, it's for moderate to heavy deposit, okay? And that's designed for calculus and stain removal, facial, lingual, and up here in sickles, it says removal of it does say removal of subgingival deposits which extend 1 to 2 millimeters above the gingival margin only if the tissue is retractable. But our questions aren't going to be that tricky. It's going to say, is it a supra instrument or is it a sub? So disregard page 2 under sickle. In your mind, know that you can take that little tip just slightly below the gingival margin of a papilla and pop a deposit off. That's supra, mostly supra, but extends slightly sub. But for DHY 111 knowledge on a quiz, we're going to say, is this a supra instrument? And you're going to say yes. If we ask a sub instrument, we're not talking about this extending 1 millimeter below the gingival margin stuff with the sickles. We're asking you to answer curette. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify a few things on this page before we went to our PowerPoint. Now you do not need, I don't know if you could see this scroll to page 3, but don't worry about the nevies and the schmooze. You have no questions about those. This sheet is directly from your textbook. I think it might be from your Wilkins textbook. And it is a summary sheet to carry you through both years of your college. Because in your second year kit, you're going to get nevies, you're going to get schmooze, the SMO/OO. That's a SMOO. You're going to get those instruments, but for right now, you do not need to know the SN EVI-1-2. You don't need to know those. There could be a question because boards loves to ask this question. They love to throw in hose and files. All you need to know, I'm at the page 3. If you can't see it, just jot yourself a little mental note or a written note. Page 3 says hose and files. All you need to know about those is one thing. There's super deposit that's very heavy or heavy. So if I say I have subdeposit that is light and a selection is a hoe or a file, you're going to know that's not the answer because they're for heavy deposit supragingivally only. These are instruments we have not used in hygiene for, probably 25, 30 years. I've never had to use one. We use an ultrasonic scaler. We might be going back to them now that we don't have ultrasonics available to us because of COVID right now, but I doubt it. But boards exams, your national board exam still loves to throw those in there. So we have to pull them into our curriculum so you're not thrown. Okay, that's all I guess I need to say about that.